A long time ago, in a land by the sea, there lived a man named Jonah. Jonah loved God, and God often spoke to him, giving him important messages to share with people. Jonah was a prophet, someone chosen to tell others what God wanted them to hear. One day, God spoke to Jonah and said, "Jonah, get up and go to the great city of Nineveh. The people there are doing wrong, and I want you to tell them to stop and turn back to me." But Jonah didn't want to go. You see, Jonah didn't like the people of Nineveh. He thought they didn't deserve God's mercy. So instead of obeying, Jonah made a decision, wrong one. He ran away. Jonah went down to a port and found a ship sailing to a faraway place called Tarshish, the opposite direction of where God told him to go. He paid the fare, climbed aboard, and hoped that running away would make everything easier. But you can never hide from God. As the ship sailed across the sea, a great and powerful storm suddenly appeared. The winds grew wild, the waves rose high, and the sailors became terrified. They cried out to their gods and threw cargo into the sea to make the ship lighter, but nothing worked. The storm only grew stronger. Meanwhile, Jonah was asleep deep inside the ship. The captain shook him awake and said, "What are you doing sleeping? Pray to your God. Maybe he will save us." The sailors soon discovered Jonah was running from the true God. Jonah said to them, "This storm is because of me. I disobeyed God. If you throw me into the sea, the storm will stop." The sailors didn't want to do it, but the storm got worse and worse. Finally, they lifted Jonah and gently tossed him into the raging waters. Immediately, the sea became calm. The wind stopped. The waves settled. But Jonah was now alone in the deep, dark ocean. At that moment, God did something amazing. He prepared a great fish, a giant sea creature, to swallow Jonah and keep him safe. Jonah slid into the belly of the fish, where it was dark, quiet, and strange. He stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights. Inside the fish, Jonah prayed. He said, "God, I called to you, and you heard me. I was sinking, but you saved me. I will obey you now." God heard Jonah's prayer, and after the 3 days were over, the fish swam close to shore, lifted its head, and spit Jonah out onto dry land. Jonah stood up, covered in sand and seaweed, feeling relieved and grateful. And then God spoke to him again. "Jonah, go to Nineveh and give them my message." This time, Jonah obeyed. He walked through the city and said, "God is giving you a chance to change. Stop doing wrong and turn to him." Something surprising happened. The people of Nineveh listened. From the youngest child to the king himself, everyone decided to change their ways and ask God for forgiveness. And God, full of love and mercy, forgave them. Jonah learned a powerful lesson. God cares about everyone, even the people we think don't deserve it. And when God asks us to do something, it's always better to obey than to run away.